In the magical Kingdom of Silvervale, Princess Elara was admired by everyone for her extraordinary beauty, dazzling blue hair, and sparkling emerald green eyes. As years passed, constant praise filled her with pride and arrogance, causing her to value her appearance above all else. One day, a mysterious blue bird appeared and revealed a shocking truth. While Elara's face was beautiful, her heart was slowly becoming cold and selfish. When a magical curse forces her to confront the darkness within herself, Elara embarks on a life-changing journey of kindness, humility, forgiveness, and sacrifice. Along the way, she discovers that true beauty is not found in a mirror, but in the way we treat others. Guided by the wisdom of the enchanting blue bird, Elara learns a powerful lesson that transforms her life and her kingdom forever. This heartwarming fairy tale is a touching story about inner beauty, compassion, redemption, and the timeless truth that a beautiful heart shines brighter than the most beautiful face.
Long ago, in the magnificent Kingdom of Silvervale, there lived a princess unlike any other. Her name was Princess Elara. She had long, flowing blue hair that shimmered like moonlight on the ocean. Her eyes were a brilliant emerald green, sparkling like precious jewels. People traveled from distant lands just to catch a glimpse of her beauty. As Elara grew older, everyone praised her. She is the most beautiful princess in the world. No one can compare to her. She is perfect. At first, Elara was kind, but over time, the endless compliments changed her. Beauty became her pride. Pride became arrogance, and arrogance slowly hardened her heart. Elara lived in a palace filled with mirrors, hundreds of them. Every morning, she spent hours admiring herself. She loved hearing servants praise her beauty. Anyone who failed to compliment her was punished. One day, an elderly gardener brought roses to her chamber. The old man smiled warmly and said, "Princess, the flowers bloom beautifully this year." Elara frowned. "Did you forget something?" The gardener looked confused. "What, Your Highness?" "You forgot to tell me how beautiful I am." The gardener lowered his eyes. "Beauty is wonderful, Princess, but kindness is more precious." Elara's face darkened. "Leave immediately." The old man bowed and walked away sadly. One spring morning, while Elara sat in her garden, a tiny blue bird landed on a marble fountain. Its feathers glowed like sapphire gemstones. Its eyes seemed strangely intelligent. The bird sang a beautiful melody. Everyone stopped to listen. Even the flowers seemed to sway with the song. The princess stared. Such a lovely bird. The bird tilted its head. Then, to everyone's shock, it spoke. "Not as lovely as you think." The entire garden fell silent. Elara stood up. "What did you say?" The bird replied calmly. "I said your beauty shines brightly, Princess." She smiled proudly. Then the bird continued. But your heart is growing ugly. Gasps spread across the garden. Elara's face turned red. How dare you! The blue bird simply flew away. That night, Elara couldn't sleep. The bird's words echoed in her mind. Ugly heart. Ugly heart. Ugly heart. When she looked into her favorite mirror, she screamed. Her reflection had changed. Her face remained beautiful, but behind her stood a shadow version of herself. Cruel, cold, proud. The reflection smiled wickedly. Elara stumbled backward. The next morning, she searched every mirror. The shadow appeared in all of them. Only she could see it. Nobody else. Days later, the bird returned. Elara demanded answers. What have you done to me? The bird sat on a tree branch. I have done nothing. Then why do I see that shadow? Because now you can see what your heart has become. Elara crossed her arms. My heart is fine. The bird sighed. No, princess. It is lonely. It is frightened. And it hides behind pride. Elara laughed. I need nobody. The bird looked sad. That is exactly the problem. Then it flew away again. A terrible storm struck Silvervale. The strongest storm in 100 years. Rain flooded the villages. Homes collapsed. Fields were destroyed. People suffered greatly. The king ordered emergency aid. But Elara remained inside her palace. She didn't want mud to stain her shoes or rain to ruin her hair. As she watched from her window, she noticed something. The blue bird was flying through the storm, helping, guiding lost children, leading villagers to safety, again and again, without fear, without reward. For the first time, Elara felt something unfamiliar. Shame. A few days later, Elara encountered a young orphan girl named Lily. The child lived in one of the villages damaged by the storm. Lily's clothes were torn. Her face was dirty, yet she smiled brightly. The princess asked, "Why are you smiling? You lost your home." Lily answered, "Because I still have my grandmother, and because kind people helped us." Elara stared. "Are you not angry?" Lily shook her head. "No, being angry won't rebuild anything." Then she added, "My grandmother says beautiful hearts make the world brighter." The words struck Elara like lightning. Beautiful hearts. Not beautiful faces. Beautiful hearts. That evening, Elara followed the bluebird into an ancient forest. Deep inside stood a glowing tree. The bird landed beside it. Then, something extraordinary happened. The bird transformed into a woman made of blue light. Elara gasped. "Who are you?" The woman smiled gently. "I am Aurelia, guardian of Silvervale. For centuries, I have watched over this kingdom." Elara stared in amazement. "Why me?" Aurelia replied softly. "Because beauty was becoming your prison. Everyone loved your face, but nobody knew your heart. Not even you." Tears filled Elara's eyes for the first time in years. Aurelia offered her a choice: continue as you are, or learn who you truly can become. Elara chose the journey. Over the following months, she traveled across the kingdom, without royal clothing, without servants, without crowns. People didn't recognize her. For the first time, she experienced life as an ordinary person. She worked on farms, helped rebuild houses, carried water, cooked meals, comforted grieving families, listened to lonely elders, played with children. Slowly, something changed. The shadow in her mirrors began shrinking. One day, Elara found the elderly gardener she had once humiliated. The old man was tending flowers. She approached nervously. "I'm sorry." The gardener looked surprised. For what? For being cruel. For thinking beauty mattered more than kindness. The old man smiled. A warm, genuine smile. "I forgave you long ago." Tears rolled down Elara's cheeks. She realized something. Forgiveness is one of the most beautiful things in the world. Months later, a terrible drought struck Silvervale. Rivers dried up. Crops failed. People faced starvation. Ancient legends spoke of a magical crystal hidden atop the Mountain of Winds. The crystal could save the kingdom, but the journey was deadly. The king was too old. No knight volunteered. The mountain was cursed. Elara stepped forward. "I will go!" Everyone was shocked. The old Elara would never risk her beauty or her life. For 7 days she climbed, through snow, through storms, through danger. Finally, she reached the summit. There, she found the crystal. But a voice warned, "To save your kingdom, you must surrender what you value most." Elara immediately understood. For years, she had valued her beauty above everything. She closed her eyes. "I surrender it." The crystal glowed brilliantly. A wave of light spread across the kingdom. Rain returned. Fields revived. Lives were saved. When Elara returned home, she feared looking into a mirror. What if she had become ugly? What if her beauty was gone? Slowly, she faced her reflection. Then she froze. The shadow was gone. Completely gone. Her face looked slightly different. Not less beautiful, but softer, kinder, warmer. For the first time, she truly looked beautiful. because the beauty came from within. The bluebird appeared one final time. It landed on her shoulder. Elara smiled. You were right. The bird chirped happily. What did you learn? Elara looked at the kingdom below. I learned that beauty can attract eyes, but kindness attracts hearts. The bird nodded. And which lasts longer? Elara smiled through tears. A beautiful heart. The bluebird spread its wings. Golden light surrounded it. Then it disappeared into the sky forever. Years later, Princess Elara became Queen Elara. Not because she was beautiful, not because she was royal, but because people loved her. She built schools, hospitals, gardens, homes for orphans. Every spring, thousands of bluebirds visited Silvervale, and one bird always sat on the palace fountain, watching, singing, smiling, as if Aurelia was still there, guiding her, protecting her, reminding everyone of a simple truth. A beautiful face may be admired for a moment, but a beautiful heart is remembered forever.